these levers will swing these laterals out.
Okay.
I'm going to leave, I don't want you to take the hip guides off because when you put them in, you'll know if that's midline. So those hip pads, you'll know that's where his butt's got to go. This hip pad and this hip pad.
Okay.
So
That's
in
where his
between
butt-
there is where his butt's got to go. The belt should be on the inside of the pad at all times, not on the outside.
Okay.
So get his butt in all the way to the back, buckle him up. Make sure his laterals lock in and he's situated. Headrest and all's fixed. And then what you're going to do is turn this device on first from the top and then kind of block his eyes.
Okay.
When you get to this screen, you're going to see on that very bottom right corner it says drive.
Okay.
So, Devin, can you come push that button and show her? You hit the drive button.
Okay.
And then those arrows are going to come up. And then he's going to be able to drive, cycle. You always want to be close to him to make sure that you can turn the chair off if he's about to run into something. So if you see him going straight and about to hit something, turn the chair off. And that's going to be right there, that button right there. Or if you're on the back,
Okay.
you can always turn it off from back here as well. Okay?
Which one?
This. So this will be your attendant control. If you want to drive it when you turn it on, you're going to go and cycle to 1, and then you can use this to drive it. So if he's driving and he's about to hit something, you're going to either flip it up or flip it down, and it'll cut him out so you don't run into anything.
How do you put him back in place though?
So then you're going to turn this back on.
Okay.
You can turn it on from there.
It's got to be turned on from here for him.
Turn it on for him. You want to turn it on from there. I'm sorry.
Ah, okay.
And then you're going to go to mode 3, which is right there.
How are you
And
doing
now-
that? I don't see nothing.
Right here, there's a button.
Ah, okay.
And now you got him driving. So when he looks on the arrows, he'll be controlling it.
Oh.
Okay. So if you see how that pause button comes up when he looks down, that's kind of aggravating. So if he does that and he focuses on that pause button, it may go back into that other screen. If it goes back into that other screen, you're always just going to hit drive on that right corner, on
Okay.
the lower corner. I'm going to leave it with just the 3 arrows for now. Forward, left, and right is all we need to focus on. Once he masters that, we can incorporate everything else into it.
Okay.
So
Now
I'll
you'll
be,
show him how, if he does knock that out by going into settings, how to go back to that function.
Yeah.
Hit that at the top.
yeah.
So your middle row is going to be the position of the arrows. He's all the way at the outside right there. So if he somehow hits one of the other ones and it throws different arrows, you can actually go back to that.
And that's what
Okay,
the one you want to
just
hit.
the 3, yeah.
So and then you just always hit drive.
How do you calibrate it?
You're gonna go
You probably
back
won't
to
have to
settings.
ever-
You probably won't need to.
Oh, we don't
and
need to,
yeah,
okay.
unless this comes out of whack. But if you go into
Go back, Devin.
But when getting him out the chair, we'd have to recalibrate it to
No.
come back, huh?
No,
every
it's
time.
not like his other thing where
Oh,
the
this
other
could be
thing,
better
every
then.
time we used it, we had to calibrate it.
Yeah.
What did you want me to say,
Go
John?
back to settings at the top. Alright, so if he somehow clicks on his top arrow, see how it's right there forward, and the one that's good at look at him,
Yeah.
that's reverse. So all you do is just click on the other one and then back to drive.
Wait, click on, go back again, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Say
So,
he ends up
looking at
getting
that
to
one.
that, getting into drive.
It's gonna be your reverse.
That's going to be
Seeing
reverse.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're seeing it's like a reverse camera. It's seeing behind
Oh,
So
okay.
you go to that,
you, and then you want to hit the
hit
Yeah.
this one,
Where it highlights it blue and then back to
and
drive.
then
Okay, got it.
Once if it gets into the computer setting, can he go into the from this? Will it ever go into that Windows?
he would have to exit out, and then
So we don't need to worry about that. No. But if you turn it on, go ahead and turn it off.
Does it have to be shut down at any point?
I would, yeah. And then get the charger for it.
You don't
plugged
need a
in.
charger.
Yeah, just charge the chair.
No, we don't have a charger for it.
You didn't bring a charger for a chair. We need to get him a charger for the chair.
we can ship one of those overnight
Okay.
or ground.
Show her
which-
where to plug it in at. When you get
It's going to be back here.
the battery charger.
Yeah.
We'll plug into.
It's on the box or on the top of that.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
That was my DVD. The DVD.
Oh, yeah.
Plug in there, Or is it on the other
On
side?
the other side.
It's over here.
Probably just easy to plug it in top of the joystick.
Yeah.
Just
Just
rotate
plug it
it.
in right
When we
there.
said-
How
the
did you
battery
make that kind of go?
Just a little knob on the side.
Knob. Right here.
Oh, you just loosened it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Everything's
if you
so
pick it
dark.
up- You pick it up, you just tighten it down, and that's it.
That
See the knob?
right there.
Rotate it up.
You rotate it up,
Okay.
and then whenever you're to loosen it.
And there's a yellow circle on the top. If you get up above it,
Yeah.
you can see it. See the yellow circle?
Oh, that's where the charger
That's
goes.
what it charges.
Correct.
Got it.
Then we'll ship that to you because you need to keep the batteries charged so this stays charged.
Okay.
I think the chair is charged all the way.
Do you think they'll ever have to move the display screen? For
probably
getting them in?
transfer him in
Yeah.
and out?
You want to show her how to take that off
Yeah,
and
I'll
on?
show you that. So what we can do, turn it off. To make it easy, there's a little under here. You can either leave it hooked up for like if you got to take him out and this is in the way, we can just take this whole thing off. Or this white knob, you push it down and it swings out. So when it swings back, it's going to hit the lock position. So it's
That's probably
preset.
the best thing to do. I wouldn't
Yeah.
take it off.
Because this
Yeah.
is too much because you got to disconnect wires. This, all you have to do is push this little lever down and let it swing out of the
Does
way.
this one move out the way,
This
just in
one
case?
does. You squeeze this. Actually,
No.
no, it's that.
No. But we can push the chair up, like we
You
can
can
push
flip
the
that
arm up.
armrest up. Correct.
Okay, well then that should be fine then.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as the arm and it, how
Yeah,
does it
both
go up?
sides
Does it
will
just
flip up.
loosely go
So
up?
you know, it's gonna.
A lever?
Yeah, it loosely goes up, but you see how it pads hitting right here? So when you pick it up, you just got to move that pad to like that.
Okay.
I mean, we got it rigged.
Yeah.
I told you I was gonna make it work.
Right.
I didn't say I wouldn't use duct tape.
Hey, whatever works. Uh oh.
All right,
Now,
so-
how are we gonna make him go back? Cause him being up for that long might be okay for a little bit, but
Yeah.
he's more at an
So
incline most
this
times.
is where you're gonna. All right, grab his arm for me, John.
I don't want to jump ahead though, but I mean, if you have more stuff right here,
No, this
That
is
I might
come
need to
back
see.
Here. So
'Kay.
when you want to get him, seated properly or tilted, you can. I would turn it on from back here. Now remember, when you turn it on from back here, it's not going to work up there. You got to turn it on from that in order for him to be able to drive.
You see a power button at the top right here. This little blue button.
okay.
That's your
But
power
if you turn it on from here, you're in control. So you can do. This is your tilt button. So we can tilt him back to help with pressure relief. I'd go
Cool.
probably until about right there.
And he's still gonna be able to drive, or
No,
No.
this is just when you want to pressure relieve him.
Ah.
To make sure you take the pressure off his butt.
Okay.
Actually, it's not locking out.
Yeah, he probably could drive. I wouldn't recommend it like that though, because he's going to be elevated up. But when we do the actual chair, I'm going to have to get him a headrest that stabilizes his head to where he can't come forward or he can't come back. So that's the kind of, we'll have a better headrest than this. We're
okay.
gonna have something. I'm gonna do what's called the Whitmire. The Whitmire is gonna come around his neck here, and then it's
Okay.
gonna have two side pieces that are gonna do that.
To help straighten his head out.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, that's
So
good.
he's gonna be stabilized at the neck, and then two head pieces in the back piece, the backup piece.
To support his head.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there's one in the back, two pads on the side, and two for the shoulder.
Okay.
And they're all removable.
Awesome.
Because we don't want. This is what's happening. And he's kind of doing that.
Right.
Yeah. So Whitmire.
And when you have to, like, if this crane's crooked like that, you can just push this black one and just turn it. This black one moves the screen side to side, and this does the swing it away.
Okay. So this black piece moves down.
Yeah, push it down.
Like as far as fixed for some reason,
So you
it's
can
back.
move it side to side like that. Just straighten it. It doesn't have to lock
Okay.
because he'll be driving it in an upright position. But if he hits a bump, it might move it. You just hit this button to move it like that. Straighten it.
Okay.
Get
Okay.
that tape measured so we get some good measurements.
Look at my bag right
And then,
He looks
as
good.
far as his back goes, if you lift his shirt up, you don't have any like scoliosis, protrusion.
He does have
It's
scoliosis,
flexible.
but it's
Once you
yes,
get some
it's
good
slight.
measurement.
Yeah,
it's
holding
slight.
the collar too. So. see. Hip width is going to be at 11.
I'm so glad even this is a loaner. It's so nice.
Trunk width we're going to do at 8.
And this
Shoulder.
chair can be grown a lot too.
Oh yeah. Shoulder
Okay.
width, we're going to say 13 and a quarter.
Seat depth.
Seat depth.
You look good, buddy.
Seat depth, I want it set at 15.
You and me.
Seat the top of shoulder. How old is he?
10.
15, seat the top of shoulder. Seat the axilla. I'm going to say 12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a vent holder for the, this is a trilogy.
Yes.
For a trilogy.
Is there something for oxygen too? Like to
We
hold
need
his
an
little
O2
pulsar?
holder.
Not the
Yeah.
oxygen itself, but like the pulse ox machine.
You can put, no, but we can figure something out. Pulse ox
Okay.
holder. Pulse ox
No.
machine. What is that called? Is that the pulse ox?
Mhm.
Yeah. Hold in suction too, huh?
Yeah, suction holder. Yeah, that'd be ideal. Oh.
Now you're gonna do what? You're gonna do a trilogy box on the
I
back?
don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Because if with that, do you have like a
He's gonna need hooks,
pole
huh?
stand? Yeah. Do you have a pole stand for the trilogy, or it just sits on the floor?
It just sits on the floor like there's a little
you could
decking
do
on
the
it.
box, but because if it's on a pole mount, you got to get a different one that's notched out for it.
So we need something to hold the suction machine. and
If
we
the
need something
tray
to hold
comes
the
out
pulse
too
ox.
far, we can do some clamps like that. I'm okay with
You
that.
want to do hooks like that on the back?
How's the skin on his butt? Does he get redness from laying and sitting?
No, not
That's
really.
a Roho that he's on right now. It's an air cushion. That's the best, but it's a maintenance cushion.
Okay.
So we could do a gel cushion or an air cushion.
Yeah, something for pressure support for sure.
Okay.
Because he does have pressure support in his bed.
You could probably just do hooks with,
Yeah.
because I tell you what a lot of people do, they'll get like those straps that we cut, and they'll take carabiner hooks, where you can just hook them on the hooks on the back and let it hang. Because what happens is a lot of times if you have like the box, if you got to recline all the way down, that box actually
It gets in the way, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. It might be a little bulky to have the box. So if we can have the less, because I mean he's already confined in that room as it is with the little minimal space.
Right.
So
Do you want a butterfly harness, which is a harness that comes here and here, and it's like a vest?
to help him stay in, whatever.
Like
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah. That way whenever we buckle him in, yeah, that'd be ideal. Keep his posture up a little better.
Okay. And then we need elbow blocks.
Yeah, those elbow blocks, they're like that pad. That it's kind of like this. It's got the arm.
I was almost even thinking about, you know how they got the hot and cold pads?
Mm-hmm.
You can put something in gel like that right here, just to kind of
Yeah.
keep it in formation. You know, keep it there, and it'll probably keep him cool too.
And with the elbow blocks, whenever we do order, it actually will come in here and we can put it to his arm, so when you tilt it back, his arm don't slide out.
Right,
And
right.
it'll
That'd be
lock
ideal.
in.
Yes.
And I might just do lateral walls instead of doing a trough.
You want to do a curve back, or you want to
Yeah. And just do kind of like an outside lateral wall, so when they put his arm in, it can't go left or right or
Yeah.
back. And we can adjust that.
So how exactly far up does he have to be in order for the chair to go? Like, can he be at a minimal incline and still be
Yeah.
You
okay?
can have
I mean, we don't have to
him
have
on
him not say drastically, but this is a good incline. But you know, like just a little bit, just to kind of take the pressure off.
Like that right there.
Yeah, yeah,
That's good
Yeah.
right there. He can drive at that angle.
yeah.
Yeah.
That looks a little bit better
Yeah, come
instead of him.
And you can kind of film him and see what angle he's at right now. That's probably a good angle for him to drive right there.
Okay.
And then, what color do you like, buddy?
Blue or green? I know it's one of those. You like blue?
I saw you like Mario. What about Mario Red?
What about red? You want to try red? Red's good?
I'm wondering if
No?
we do-
Okay,
It
blue?
might be easier for him to operate too. Mid-wheel probably be easier
Blue?
for him to operate.
Yes?
Might be
Blue.
easy to turn right
Blue.
there.
Blue.
This is an aqua blue. You want a sky blue or an aqua blue?
Oh, jeez.
Sky blue is like really blue. That's more of a blue.
It's a little bit darker than his too.
Yeah.
That's good.
I actually like that tape on the door.
And
Okay,
this is a
that's
front
good.
wheel drive where the big wheel's in the front. And it's a little harder for turns. So I'm gonna do a mid-wheel drive for him. It's gonna be easier to turn for him.
Okay.
His turning radius will be back. But practice with him with the arrow. You know, I noticed when we had the chair off, he was moving. He wasn't as sporadic with his eyes. It wasn't jumping back and
Well, I
forth.
watch him when he drives.
Yeah.
He's looking to make sure he's not hitting it. He's like
Yeah.
looking to the side. When he does, that's why he's jumping off of one or the other.
Yeah.
But the screen, you see what's in front of you, so where you turn it's
And it's gonna take a minute for him to get used to that.
Right.
So I'm glad we got it under him now, and y'all can just play with it.
Yeah.
Call me. Do you want me to move forward with getting this for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you call me and do some video and then send me some videos just so I
Yeah.
can have backing to say hey, and show the therapist and all that?
Totally.
All right. All right. And
Yeah,
if
we
I
can do
need
that.
it, I'll call you. But I'm gonna try to avoid.
I'm
that.
gonna look. I got video right here.